Let me first and foremost thank the People's Against Oppression for having put this together with all faith-based organization, BDS, and all other parties that have taken this initiative to ensure that we continue conscientizing our society about the brutal killings that we have been witnessing meted out against the Palestinian people by the apartheid Israeli regime. For myself personally, it is a continuation of Madiba's commitment. President Nelson Mandela, our founding father of this nascent democracy and our global icon, said that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinian people. When I was walking the streets in Palestine, I heard young children, women, and elderly men shouting Madiba's name when they saw me, saying, "Your father, your grandfather was an amazing individual that stood side by side to him, with us." I said to the Palestinians on my visit that they were a source and inspiration to my grandfather during his darkest days, incarcerated in prison for life. During his 27 years in prison, he looked to leaders like Fidel Castro, Muammar Gaddafi, and Yasser Arafat. And these leaders, he says that they never just supported us with words, but supported us with resources. They placed resources to our benefit so that we can be able to effectively fight the apartheid regime. Now that we are free and we stand as free men and women within South Africa, it is our turn to adhere to the international solidarity movement that called for a free South Africa, that called for sanctions on South Africa, that called for a free and release Mandela campaign. Today we are gathered here to say that we are calling for all political prisoners, women and children, in the name of Ahed Tamimi. We want to say to the Israeli government, release all political prisoners. We want to say to the Israeli government today that give the 6 million Palestinians living in exile their right of return. We are calling on the Israeli government to cease with immediate effect any further occupation of Palestinian land. And we command the Israeli government to instill immediate negotiations and create a path for a peaceful transformation and transition to a one-state solution that we as supporters of the Palestinian people would like to realize. But in the interim, we are calling and are applauding our South African ANC-led government to immediately implement the 54th National General Conference resolution that was undertaken in Nasrec. We want an immediate shutdown and an immediate downgrade of the Tel Aviv embassy. We believe that what has been undertaken to withdraw our ambassador serving in Israel by the Honorable Minister Lindiwe Sisulu was a brave stance in the face of brutality. We therefore want to applaud her for this undertaking, but say, South Africa, it is not enough. We want to call for our South African government in an act of protest should immediately send back the Israeli ambassador back to Israel where he belongs. He has no home in South Africa, and we say to South Africans, we will not sit by silent when Madiba said this Palestinian struggle is the greatest moral issue of our time. We are taking a stand as South Africans from all civil society, faith-based organizations coming together to say enough is enough. Apartheid Israel must be held for genocide and charged for crimes against humanity. I thank you.